Are you in the market for an affordable, lightweight folding power chair? Well, stay tuned to this video review. Hey, I'm Alex with Marcs Mobility, and in this video we're going to show you a Rascal Carbon by Mega Motion. Now this is a newly released folding power chair that is going to look similar to other power chairs on the market, but this unit here is going to have a little bit different variations for something else, maybe like what you've seen before, like as a Pride Carbon. This is by Mega Motion, so it is a different manufacturer, but they will look very similar. This unit is going to have a 300-pound weight capacity and is going to go 3.7 miles an hour at top end speed. Now this unit here is going to be just under 43 pounds without the battery in it. And with the battery in it, you're going to be just under 47 pounds. So it's a 4-pound battery. They say, I think it's 42.6, exactly what it is when the unit is folded up. And we'll go over that, how it folds here shortly. But some of the nice features on the unit: you are going to have armrests that do flip up. Now they don't flip up all the way out of the way for slide transferring, so I do want to make that known. That is going to be the maximum height, but they do flip up to there if you do want to get out of the unit and not have any obstruction in front of you. It does come with the cup holder, but the joystick and the cup holder can be mounted on either side upon delivery, because those pieces are not typically installed when they ship the unit. Now this unit is going to come, and I just like to verify all of it as well, but you are going to have 7-inch tires in the front, and then in the back you're going to be about 8.5-inch tires in the back. Now the unit, once again, does fold up, but the seat on this unit is going to be a little over 17 inches in width by about 16 inches in depth. Other important features people like to know: in between the armrests is 18.25 inches in between the armrests. There is no adjustability on a folding chair like this, as in to make the armrest wider. So just notate you're at 18 inches wide. Reason I bring that up is if somebody's right near the top of the 300-pound weight capacity, if they carry their weight in their hips or even sometimes in their belly, and it goes outwards, not forwards, then you might be a little bit limited on space in between these armrests. So just like to mention that to people as well, just so they don't get a unit and say, hey, you know, I thought because it said 300 pounds, it was going to fit me. Just notate that that is the maximum width, 18 inches in between the armrests. So your joystick is going to be nice. It is going to have 5 different speeds on here, and then you're also going to have 5 different lights indicating your battery charge. So you are going to get up to 9.3 miles on a battery charge, and you are able to charge the battery through the joystick or through the battery, which I'll show you that here shortly as well, because it is typically easier to take the battery out when the unit is folded. Now you are going to have 2 motors in the back. It's 250-watt brushless motors as well. And you are going to have your neutral lever, so if you were to pull these back, when your power is on, it's going to beep at you. It's giving you a fault code saying it's not recognizing the brakes. All you have to do is put those back forward, and then sometimes, not on this unit, some units you have to turn the power off, turn it back on to reset it, but you don't need to do that with this unit. It is going to come equipped with a seat belt as well. That seat belt currently right now is just hanging down here when we unbox this, but you are going to have a seat belt on the unit as well. So for video purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and bring that back up and put that onto the seat. The bottom cushion is removable, and you can see you do sit on a pan. So that is going to be something you are able to change the cushion to whatever desired cushion you want. If you don't like the current cushion that's on there, once again, it sits on Velcro, so you are able to just remove the cushion and put anything else on there that you might want. Now to fold this unit, what you're going to do here in the back is you are going to have this lever here. If you pull this lever, you can begin to fold the unit down. Now I don't like to a lot of times take this and fold this flat on the ground. Reason being is the carbon fiber foot plate can get scratches on the bottom. So what I typically do is I start to disengage or break it apart, however you want to talk about, with that latch in the back. And once it's starting to fold, then I go ahead and I actually pivot it, and you can stand it up. So here from this position, now you are able to kind of roll it around on the anti-tip wheels. And for here, you could secure it by bringing your foot plate in, and then you have this Velcro latch. Once again, here with the battery in it, it's about 47 pounds. But what I wanted to show you from this stood up position, it is pretty easy. You have a little lever right here below the battery, and then you're able to pull your battery out. Your charging port is right here as well on the bottom of the battery. Now on the front of the battery, it says 24 volts, 12 amps, which is 288 watt hours. So that's why you have the airline approved sticker. Anything 300 watt hours and under is going to be approved. Once again, it is easier from this angle because you can kind of see the grooves of how to snap the battery in. So once it's all the way in, do press the latch, let it fully secure itself, and now you are ready to drive the unit. But this unit, I'm going to give you the measurements when it's in this type of position. So overall width of the unit in a folded position, and just depends on which way you look at it, but I'm going to go width as in this way at just under 24 inches in width. I could talk about depth now, I guess would be, you know, front to back. So the overall depth is going to be right here on this back bar to the front wheel. So approximately, depending because that wheel can rotate, I would say about 18 inches from here, from the back of this to the front of the wheel. And then overall height, I'll give you two different measurements because the joystick can be removed. With the joystick on, you're 35.5 inches. If you pull the pull the cup holder and the joystick off, then you're going to be just under 28.5 inches. So those are going to be your measurements on the unit based on if you're trying to fit this somewhere. But now from here, if your foot plate is not strapped together, to unfold the unit, you can grab the backrest right here and then basically let gravity do its thing. Once you hear it snapped in place, then you're able to drive the unit. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this outside, do a little driving demonstration, see how this feels. So go ahead and follow me out there. So here I am on the Rascal Carbon by Mega Motion. Once again, it's 3.7 mile an hour top end speed. Kind of give you a reference, I'm 6 foot tall, 220 pounds, so you can kind of see what I look like sitting in this unit. You'll see it's a rear wheel driven unit, but still has a pretty good turning radius on this. It is a little bit small of a unit, so that's how you're going to get that smaller turning radius. It is pretty comfortable. Once again, it's not going to be like some standard full-size power chair comfort. There's not going to be any adjustability on the back. Once again, you can change the bottom cushion, but the standard cushion it does come with is going to be about that 17 inches by 16 inches in depth. A lot of people like to kind of see my opinion. I'm just going to go ahead and drive it right here on this Bahia grass just to kind of see if it has any power and what it can do. So let's go test that out. It's rained a little bit, but it's somewhat dry. Yeah, I mean, that right there, when you come to a complete stop and try to turn right on a lot of type of folding power chairs, does struggle a little bit. But I think if you get some of that forward motion, and so if you're turning and driving forward at the same time, then you're able to make a little bit better of a turn. I mean, I could feel right there, it's got a little bit thick grass and a little bit of sand, and it really wanted to hesitate. I'm just trying to test it out and see what it can do. It gets a little bit thicker grass over here. I want to see if it can kind of climb that slope. So, I mean, I wouldn't do any more than what I just did there because that's some pretty good different terrain. When I hit the sand, it did want to spin because it got soft ground over there, the back tire. So I'm thinking more baseball fields, soccer fields, any of that compact type of grass is okay, but it's not going to go in St. Augustine or sandy type bottoms or even really gravel. This is primarily going to be a hard top surface unit, but I do know people will have to travel and take these. They want to go see their grandkids play sports, stuff like that. So within reason, just be careful. Obviously, make sure you're not going to go somewhere that's going to be a wet, soft ground. But overall, it's a nice unit that's going to be at a very good, affordable price point for a folding power chair. So if you're in the market for something like this, give us a call. We'd love to speak to you.
Hi, I'm Marc.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marcs Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.